The World's Smart STEM Challenge was designed and implemented by IREX and funded by the National Science Foundation to research STEM learning experiences for youth through virtual exchanges and explore the impact of students' participation. IREX partners with researchers at North Carolina State University.
We know that we're trying to help protect the environment from pollutions, right? Mm-hmm. Is that going to be the best one or the solar?
Oh, you were asking which will be better, like the electromagnetic induction or the solar panel?
In the fall of 2022, middle school students at the Hope Tolson Community Public Charter School in Washington, D.C. didn't know much about Ghana.
Everything they see or hear about Africa is on the TV, is on the radio. They never really experienced what it's like.
But that year, they, along with the high school students at the Academy for College and Career Exploration and 11 other schools in the Washington, D.C. metro area, participated in a virtual exchange program with their peers in Ghana, where they collaborated to solve environmental problems plaguing both their nations.
We do laugh a lot because the teams, our accents are different, so sometimes we don't understand each other. We joke a lot about that.
The World Smart STEM Challenge is a really wonderful program that brings together students from the United States and students in Ghana, and they work together on a binational team in order to solve a real-world problem. So they use STEM skills and cross-cultural skills to work together to identify a challenge in both of their communities, and then they create an innovative prototype in order to solve that challenge.
So as it's being melted, liquefy the plastics and possibly generate toxic fumes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
It's kind of easy to melt.
Our prototype is a small-scale recycler that melts and compresses various waste materials into a smaller form factor to be reused for other things. This, hopefully, would reduce pollution where both places burn trash quite frequently.
The problem with the rubbish burning was because of the pollution, but with our machine, it does not cause any pollution. And also, since it uses the solar energy, we can use it across the world.
So right now we're using electromagnetic induction to replace gas and fire and use electricity so the stove can work.
The students met and collaborated using technology, closing the thousands of miles between them through the internet.
We can work and share Google Documents, we can share videos, we can get on a Zoom call. And I think that the opportunities are endless with that kind of access to technology. It's kind of like being pen pals, but in real time. You don't have to wait for the letter to arrive.
The project got students excited about STEM subjects by showing them the real-world application for what they were learning in the classroom.
Now that we're in the sort of solution and prototyping phase, figuring out we have this idea about this cool contraption, but what science do I need to know? What equations do I need to know in order to actually create the solution? We need more opportunities for students to be able to have those non-traditional experiences.
I want to major in engineering. This project has helped a lot. I've learned how there's a process to do something. It's always testing, doing it again, retry it.
I want to be a mechanical engineer, and most likely I want to be a prototype developer.
I'm a science-loving person, so I just decided to join.
Even students who don't plan to join a STEM field found a new appreciation for how science and engineering have an impact on their lives.
I really want to be a fashion designer. STEM plays a role in that because in fashion, you have to create and build things, and you also have to draw out a prototype of what you're going to do.
The challenge gives them an opportunity to do something they wouldn't have otherwise considered, because far too many times they don't think it's for them.
Research has shown that students who aren't normally engaged or excited about STEM, this could be students who are from underserved communities, girls who can be underrepresented in STEM, and girls also have a tendency to lose interest in STEM in the middle school years. And this research shows that project-based learning that is connected to real-world problems increases enthusiasm and interest in STEM.
The project taught students how to engage in cross-cultural collaboration and work in teams toward a common goal.
We were comparing our problems that are happening here in the United States and also in Ghana, and that we are trying to find a solution.
What we are doing right now, it actually gives us in-depth knowledge about how other countries are also facing some sort of problem that they are facing.
I think that if we had more opportunities for students to interact internationally, ultimately we're going to make our students better global citizens.
Overall, findings suggest that these types of programs may be especially beneficial for youth who are historically underrepresented in many STEM fields and often face exclusion from STEM domains.